Hey everyone and welcome to Mad Investor. So today we'll talk about how to invest your first $100, okay? So first, why $100? Like I could make a tutorial how to invest $1,000, $10,000, $100,000. Why we're actually talking about $100? Well, at first, because this is the amount which most of the people actually have and can spare. And that's something which I wanted to make as a video for lots of you, because I know that many of you actually want to start their investing journey. They want to, start their business. They want to do something, but actually most of their capital is what's left in their pocket, and most of the time it's actually $100. So let me cover that. So obviously the first thing which I would always recommend is the actual education, because education is the key. And when you look at spending your money, I would look at few things. So first one, it's obviously education books. So look at something which will actually boost you. I recommend 3 books which actually changed my life, which is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. The second one is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And the third one is Dale Carnegie, which is How to Win and Influence People. These 3 books will actually change everything in your life, and I think that's something which is really, really important, because you want to make sure that you are doing something for yourself. As the best, always the best investment, always the best investment I ever did in my life was to actually invest in myself, in education. So that's the first thing which I can definitely recommend to you. Second, look at other options, like lots of people are talking about, Forex, hedge funds. I prefer to actually deal with crypto, because crypto can actually make you a really nice money when you know how to do it. You can either learn how to trade yourself, or you can actually learn how to invest in companies which does it for you. Because when you actually invest your money into cryptocurrency, you are generating your profit. And let's say that, good cryptocurrency company can generate you 5, 6, 8, 10% a month, comparing to, let's say, hedge funds, which can do, 7, 10, 20% a year, and they call it a good year. And I understand, because they're working in a different way. But obviously, the higher the risk, the higher the reward. Because we believe in having multiple sources of incomes. But you need to start somewhere, right? And you need to start from some capital. Some people just don't have a, $10,000 lying around, so they need to start somewhere. And I think that starting from $100, it's extremely important. And why is that? Because you can use something which is called compounding. And if you look at compounding, it's an extremely powerful tool, because when you start from $100, it can generate you, let's say, if you compound. So what does it mean? Compound interest is adding your return on investment to your capital and reinvesting again. I'm always looking that I prefer to work with stable long-term companies. So for example, making $100 into 300 or 400 in a year or more. But then remember, the more you reinvest, the more capital grows, the more you can actually add it. And what would happen if you actually invested $100 a month? Is it much? It's not. It's probably something you can actually afford to build yourself a second income. And what I say about second income, because you probably have one income, it's either something maybe with crypto. If yes, congratulations. If it's not, you're still working on a 9-to-5 job, it's okay, because that means that you are here and you want to make a change. For everyone who wants to make a change and wants to build their business in a better way, I want to do something special. So look at having your deposits like every month. Look at how much money you can generate if you would put additional $100 every month. So let's make a quick calculation, okay? Alright, so how does it work? So I will just grab a compound interest calculator, and I use it for most of the things which I do for all of my investments, and actually put money in. So look right now what will happen. So what I will do, I will put $100 as initial balance, and I will put, let's say, 2.5% per week as your return investment. And I will stick it for 60 months, okay? So $100, is it much? And you'll see how the percentage will grow. And what we'll put compound interval on a weekly basis. So what does it mean? That every week you get 2.5% and you can actually reinvest that. So, but on top of it, I will put that every month you'll put additional $100. You want that? Or we should just maybe put it the normal one? Okay, let's start with this. So that's a one of $100. So one of $100 after 12 months will give you $36 a month as a passive income, because you have around 362 capital. Is it much? It's alright, right? But 2 years later, you already have $133 a month. But wait, I just invested $100. Exactly, that's how the compound interest works, because your capital at this moment, it's 1,300. And with 2.5% per week, which is around 10% a month, it's $133. But then if you continue, in 3 years, it's almost $500. In 4 years, it's $1,700. When in 6 years, it can be even over $6,000. And okay, $6,000 in 5 years. Is it something which is good? Well, for most of the people, if you look at how much they're actually making, this is something which will be a great additional income. And it can start from as low as $100. And what will happen if I put $100 deposit every month? So that means that every month you would actually add $100 to it. So after a year, you would build yourself a capital of $3,000 with $300 monthly income. 2 years later, it's already $1,300 a month. 3 years later, it's $5,000 a month. Such a big money, right? Because your money is just getting bigger and bigger. At some point, you can just stop adding, deposit more money to it, because there's no point, as if you reinvest the capital you have, it's a big money. And you want to make sure that you are dealing with that money, because you can actually doing just by using a compound interest after like 4 years and 5 years. That's what I show to people, that compound interest is something really, really powerful and you should be using it. Doesn't matter how much you're investing, if it's $100, $500, $1,000, you need to start somewhere. And if you are those person who wants to start the journey, and you want to start your journey right now, you can. Because that's something as a Mad Investor we recommend. We often add new businesses to portfolio, which we recommend. It's something normally based with crypto or some different niches, because we want to make sure that you don't have a one income source. We want to make sure that you have a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 income sources. But about our strategy, I will share all the stuff in different video. So I hope that I showed you today just one of the ways of investing your first $100. Obviously, I recommend first the education, but second, you can look at companies like we recommend and do something which will actually make a change in your life and in your income. Thanks a lot, and Mad Investor here.